be me. I'm curious. Drop in the comments what you think you should lead with. But to me, I think you should lead with empathy more than you should lead with confidence. Because confidence is one of those I would say one of those emotions that is very borderline. It can quickly go to ego real quick, right? Like confidence can go to ego real quick. But when you think about in relationships, right, and leading with confidence or leading with empathy, what are some skills or some ways that you've seen people be really successful in leveling up their leadership skills in those two areas?
What a great question to end on. And I love that you kind of moved away from the confidence piece, right? Because you're right, the confidence, the whole kind of fake it till you make it, it's inauthentic. Like, yes, to an extent, you want to kind of put aside your inner critic and imposter syndrome stuff, but it's not helpful to operate from the ego. Like it's not, we're not living in the wilderness. We don't need that anymore. So one of my kind of models, and I literally like teach this to my clients if they're going on a date, if they're single and they're trying to feel confident for a date. I call it's gonna sound really woo-woo, and sorry LinkedIn, but I call it just leading from the heart.
Let's go. I love that.
One of my favorite teachers, John Wineland, he talks about leading from the core. But for me, it's just like leading from the heart. And I think that's another really awesome hack for confidence, for like conflict resolution, for getting more empathy out there, whatever it is. Can you drop the energy and the attention out from your head, which is where like ego is harping on and your imposter syndromes are living there rent free and there's like chaos in there. Can you take that attention out from there and drop it down into your heart and just let it stay there for a little bit? And just when you keep your attention there, can you breathe into it and just kind of ground into that spot, into that place? When you're there, like if everyone right now just did a little practice of take your attention out of your head and into your heart, your shoulders will go down. Like your breath will slow down. You'll probably kind of lean back a little bit and your facial muscles will relax. And it's all the good things that come with confidence without having to fake it. All you're doing is just dropping down into that kind of more authentic part of you that isn't the adaptive part of you, right? So leading from the heart is my favorite thing. And I just final thing I would say in leadership, this will work because tons of studies have come out that when a leader is able to lead with vulnerability, with that authenticity, with that courage, with that openness and willingness to be like, hey, I might be wrong here. And I'm doing the best that I can for the greatest good of all, because here's what I'm hoping to achieve with this. There's going to be more trust, right? There's going to be way more trust than someone who's like, rah, 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 I know everything. Like no one trusts that. I mean, they might do, but not many people trust that. So leading from the heart is my kind of favorite thing with confidence.
Man, I can't, like that right there. That hit me in my heart because I think that is such an important philosophy for leadership, both in business and in your personal relationships, right? Like, and it is like your heart and your emotions and that place that you can tap in, like that you can tap into. I can tell people it will, like, there's been leadership situations where,